话你将来要看着点啊。Hello everyone, I'm Anna from Yingyee Machinery. Today I will introduce you the glazed roof sheet forming machine. Before start to introduce this machine, I will show the final products first. You can see the final products in my hand. This is the final products for this machine doing. The final products like this kind. Here will be a step to make the rain more easier to come down to the roof. This is for the glazed roof sheet. Here will be different patterns. This machine can do any patterns as you need. You have many patterns you can choose, and we can design the machine as we need. This is the products. This is the final products of this machine. Okay, let's start to introduce the machine first. For the machine, the first one I will introduce the common one. For the common one, it's only the most cheapest one and very cost-effective one. Okay, let's see the first one first. First one, common one. The first one, common, 普通的是什么样子？Okay, for the first step, is for the decoder. The first one is 5 tons manual decoder. You can choose the manual decoder or the hydraulic decoder. The photo, this one, it shows the manual decoder. It's no power. It's only for manual. It will be pulled by the machine power. Then it will be working together with the machine. This is the manual decoder. And another one is for the hydraulic decoder. We will show you the photos for the hydraulic decoder. Okay, this one is the hydraulic decoder. You can see from the photos, the hydraulic decoder will be given power by the hydraulic oil. The hydraulic oil will be put into the hydraulic station, and then the hydraulic station will give power to the hydraulic decoder. This is for the hydraulic decoder. And you also can choose the coil car. You can see the photo. Here will be a coil car. The coil car usage is to move the coil come into the decoder. This is for the hydraulic decoder. You can choose the manual decoder and the hydraulic decoder. Okay, for next step is for the heating part of the common one. reforming machine. And you can see from the start of this machine here will be two rollers for make the material come into the machine. Here will be two rollers for the feeding part, make the material come into the machine. This is the feeding part. And you also can see from these photos for the machine structure. The structure of this machine is wall panel. You can see here are many steps to make the patterns, but each steps of the roller patterns are the same to make the glazed roof sheet machine. This is only common one machine. You can see it's smaller, and after the reforming part, for the punching part, it will be punch the steps like here. You can see here is one step, two step. The punching step will be punched here after forming, and then it will be punched the steps. After the punching step, it will be cutting. It will be cut the length as you need. This is the common one machine. The speed only can do 0 to 3 meters per minute because you need to punch the steps. The step is using for make the rain more easier come down from the roof sheet, from the roof. Okay, this is for the common one, and the next one is more better one. Okay, let's see a video. For no more details for this machine. Okay, you can see from here, this part. The machine is doing the final product. First, it will be punching first, and then it will be cutting. It will be cutting the length as you need. And you also can see very clear for the driving way of this machine. It's driving by chain. So the speed will be not very fast. It only can do 3 meters per minute. And for all the rollers, you can see more easier. The feeding part, the rollers, each step are the same patterns. This one is a common one. Okay, let's see next one. Next one is for the better one. The better one also for the decollier. The first step is also for the decollier. You can choose the manual decollier and the hydraulic decollier. Let's directly see the machine photos first. Okay, this is the more better one. You can see this machine is more bigger than last one. This machine is more better. Okay, you can see from here. Here is the start part for this machine. The start part, the feeding part, you can see here are some difference with the last one. The feeding part, this kind is more better. Also here are two rollers to make the material come into the machine more easier. And you can adjust the material straight from the side of the feeding part. After feeding the material, then we add one device for the pre-cut device to cut the material before reforming. This named pre-cut. The pre-cut will be help you to save more material. For example, if one coil will be finished, then you can cut the material. You can cut the material directly and save the material in the machine. Save the material before reforming into the machine. This is for the pre-cut. Okay, then for the reforming part, you can see from this side for the machine, this side for the machine. The machine steps are very big and more. And you also can see this machine height. The sides of this machine are also very big. Here are more roller steps for make the patterns. This is for the reforming part. And then for the punching and cutting part. Okay. This one you can see the punching and cutting part. First, it will be also do the punching first and then cutting the length. This is for the better one machine. And you also can see here is one electric box. This box is using for control system of this machine. You can see here are many buttons on the screen. You can touch the screen, turn on the machine and turn off the machine. This is for the control system. And for this machine, it's more stronger, more bigger. And the speed of this machine also can do 3 meters per minute. Because here are punching steps. Okay, this is for the better one. And let's see a video for this machine, how it is working. Here is the video for this machine. And you can see the material come into the machine and pre-cut. You can choose the pre-cut, also the post-cut. It will punch first and then cut. You can cut the length as you need. You only can put the length you need on the PLC screen. And if you need to adjust the length, then only change the size on the PLC, then the length will do as you need. And another difference for the machine for the last one is for the rollers. You can see the rollers of this machine is more bigger. It's very big. And there are more rollers to make the patterns. This part is the pre-cut. It's hydraulic pre-cut. And it's also driven by chain. You can see the rollers very bright and shiny. It's the better one reforming machine. Glazed rough sheet reforming machine. And the next one is for the best one for the glazed rough sheet machine. And you know the speed for the glazed rough sheet machine will be not very fast because there needs to do the steps. So the speed will be not very fast. But we have one machine to improve the speed can do 7 meters per minute. Okay, let's see that machine. Okay, this machine will be make the products, make the speed more fast. it can do the speed 7 meters per minute. Because the driving way are different, you can see the photos. The driving way is by gearbox. They are separate gearbox. So it will be improve the speed, and the machine structure is also different. You can see the gearbox is combined with the machine panels. The machine structure will be made tourist stand. This will be make the machine more stronger. And this is the driving way for this machine. And let's see another photos for this machine. Okay, the feeding part. Here is the feeding part for this machine. The feeding part, you can see this one, we improve the feeding part. Again, the feeding part, we add more rollers to make the material more easier to come into the machine, come into the roll forming part. This one is more better. This one is more better. After the feeding part, then it will be the roll forming part. You can see the roll forming part directly. The machine body is tourist stand, and driven by gearbox. Here will be also have the motor, and you can see here are one yellow cover on this machine. This one is customized for our customer. This one is to protect machine and also protect customers' worker more safe to use this machine. After the roll forming part, then it will be the punching step and the cutting step. You can see from this photo the cutting part. They are the same for the cutting and punching together, but the speed is very fast for this machine. Here will be two hydraulic stations will be give power, separate give power for the punching and the cutting. Here will be also a control system to make the material to control the machine. This is for the gearbox one. Let's see a video to see more clear for this machine speed. Here is the video of this machine, and it's doing another patterns. The patterns it can do as you need. We can customize the machine. You can see this machine, the punching and cutting, they are together. And from the video, you can see not very clear for the speed. This one is only for test. This part is the feeding part, and you can see very clear for the rollers and the feeding part, gearbox and chain. And you can see here the main power, the hydraulic station motor. This machine is stopped, not working. This is another side of this machine. You can see the machine structure directly. is totally stand structure. Okay, let's see a video for the machine working. This video is shows the machine control system working. You can see here the speed is very fast. Very fast. First step, it will be punching the steps. After punching the steps, then it will be cutting at the length you need. It's the PLC control system. Okay, this is the practice machine for the glazed roof sheet. These three machines is today I want to introduce to you. We can do any patterns as you need. If you have any designs, you can send to us directly. Or if you are very interested in this machine, you can contact us directly. Okay, today's my introduction is over. Let my next colleague introduce you for these three kinds of machine.
Today, I will introduce our glazed sheet reforming machine. Let's look at the sample first. This is a glazed tail roof sheet. We can see this is the step. So the machine will be one punching step device. This is the step. We can do many taps as you want to do. This tab, we can see this tab, and also this tab. This has groove on it. You can see the groove. We can do many taps if you want to do. Okay, next I will introduce our three kinds of machine one by one. First, the first one is our carbon one. Let's look at the picture.
是吗？
普通的，对，
偏波。
普通。
这普通的，可以吗？
Okay, we can look at the picture. This is our common glazed tile roof sheet reforming machine. We can see this. This is the reforming part. We can see this is the reforming part. The overall machine body is very good.
尽量补充啥？
First, the first part is decoiler. We can choose manual decoiler or hydraulic decoiler. The manual decoiler. Let's look at the picture. This is manual decoiler, filtering manual decoiler. It's driven by the reforming machine. It's no power. It's just driven by reforming machine. So we can also choose if you want to high speed and the power decoiler. We can choose hydraulic decoiler. We can see this is a hydraulic decoiler with coil cap. We can put into the hydraulic oil. We can put the hydraulic oil into the hydraulic station, so it will have power to driven by hydraulic oil. This coil cap is loading the coil to put into the decoiler. To put into the decoiler. Okay, then let's introduce next part. The first part is the feeding part. Okay, let's look at a video. This is our common glazed tile roof sheet reforming machine. We can see the finished products come out. This is another tab. You can see there has many steps and groove. We can use PPGI, many colors of PPGI if you want to do. Okay, let's see the reforming part. Okay, let's see the reforming part. Okay, this is the reforming part. We can see the we can see the driven weight is by chain. Our machine use heavy chain, so the quality is very good. You needn't worry about if they will broken. The service life is very long. And you can see the rollers. The rollers is very big, and the shaft is also big too. And the roller stations is many steps, so the forming effective is very good. And the machine structure is wall panel. the wall panel is very thick, so the power is very strong, and it can use a long time. Okay, let's go on. Let's go on. This is the reforming part. We can see this is the reforming part. We can put the material into the filling part, and then it will forming. We can adjust the filling part. We can adjust the width of filling part. Okay, let's see. This is the wall panel.
在这儿。可以吗？再拿这点进来。然后对，可以。你想说哪儿？
我已经说了那边儿。Okay, we can see our the rollers is very beautiful and big. We can see it directly. The quality is very good, so the forming effect is also good. And okay, let's see. I will introduce our next machine. Sorry. Okay, the speed is from 0 to 3 meter per minute. The speed is lower because it will have punching steps, so the speed cannot very high. When you punch the steps, it will the roller will shut up and shut down, so the speed cannot very high. Okay, let's see. Let's look at the next machine.
什么项目？
偏光的。
偏光。对吧？
Okay, we can see this machine. This is our batter machine. We can see the roller stations is more than the first one, and the machine body is also bigger and longer than the first one. So the forming effect is better than. Is better, and it is also wall panel. This is the filling part. We can also adjust the filling width. Use this part to adjust the filling width, and there has a pre-cut device. If you use this is our customized. If you use this pre-cut device, you can save materials, so you can save more money. And the machine structure is also wall panel, but the thickness of wall panel is more than is bigger than the first one, so the power is Okay, we can see this is the details of feeding part and pre-cut device. The feeding part is very straight, so the material put into the roll forming part, it will very straight, and you can use this part to adjust the feeding wise. And the pre-cut device can save materials. This is a good design. We can save material and save money from this part. This is okay. This is the cutter device and the control system, PLC control system. We can set up the cutting length into this PLC control system. You just need put into the number the number of lengths into. You just put the length number into the PLC, and so it can cut this length. And this is the cutting device. This is hydraulic cutting. It is driven by the hydraulic station. You need put the hydraulic oil into the hydraulic station, and it will driven by the hydraulic station. The cutter is very stronger. The overall body of this machine is stronger than the first one, and the machine body is longer and bigger than the first one. So this machine is better. Okay, let's see a video. We can see this machine is working. It's cutting now. This is another design of the glazed tile roof sheet. When the cutter is cutting, the forming part will stop. Then after the cutting, the forming part will start. It's very automatically. We can see this is the reforming part. The roller is bigger and more shining than the first one. And this is the this fitting part and pre-cut device. We can see the machine is longer. Because the roller is bigger and the roller station is more than the first one, so the forming effect is better, and this is our better machine. The speed is also from 0 to 3 meter per minute, because it is also driven by chain, and it has punching step device. Okay, let's introduce our best machine. This is our best machine I will introduce to you today. This is cutting device. Okay, let's see. This is the machine structure. Stop. The machine structure is tourist stand, and it will combine with our gearbox. We can see this is the tourist stand, and the gearbox combined with tourist stand, so the machine structure is very strong. You can see the gearbox is very big, and the power is strong. The tourist stand has been polished, so precision is very good. It's very high, and the service life is longer, and there has a. We can see the roller stations. The roller steps is many roller steps, about 20 rows. And this is the fitting part. We can see this is the fitting part. This is the fitting part, and we can see a red part. It is we can see the red part is the counter. It will test the quantity. It is just for test. You can see the fitting part is better than the last two machines. The machine is more precise. Is better than the first two machines. The last two machines. And these two parts, you can pitch the material very tight. The material will not be loosened, so the forming effect is better. Okay, let's see next part. This is the main motor. We can see the motor is very big, and the power is bigger than the last two machines. It's also Okay, let's see. This is the control system, PLC control system. It also can set up the cutting length and the punching steps into this PLC control system. If you input the number, the quantity, and less number in the PLC, and the PLC will work this less and the quantity with the PLC. Okay, let's look at the video. Now this is the touch screen, and this the material, the final product is come out the pattern. The speed is faster than last two machines because it's driven by gearbox, and so the speed is can achieve 0 to 7 meters per minute. This is the highest speed machine we introduced today. Okay. Final product looks very well. Okay, let's look at this video. You can see this is the fitting part, and this is the test for the quantity. You can see the number in it. This fitting part is better than the last two machines, and it has these two parts to intend the material, and this is the gearbox. Gearbox power is very strong, and it combined with torus stamp, so the service life is very long. And this is the main motor. The motor power is bigger, so the speed is higher. And this is the control system, PLC control system. This machine board is longer and bigger than the last two machines, and the roller stations is also more than last two machines. So the forming effective is the best. This is our best machine we introduced today. Okay. I will let our colleague to introduce the machines to you next. If you want to know more details, please contact us. That's all. Thank you.
很方，先找一个有花的肚脐，手摇不是用风。
Hello my dear friends, my name is Maxim from Yingyee Machinery, and today I would like to introduce you another type roofing sheet forming machine, and it is called glazed tile roof forming machine. As you can see in my hand, this is the glazed tile. This is a glazed tile sample. As you can see, there are many steps. We call this is step, and there are also many grooves like this one. This is grooves, and it is more beautiful. It is more beautiful than the normal like IBR or corrugated roofing sheet. So many customers will prefer like this type. It is called glazed tile. This is a glazed tile, and this is another sample. This is another type, and we call this is step, one step, two step, and these are grooves. These are grooves. So how to make this glazed tile? And today I will introduce you our machines to make this tile. Okay, as you can see in the picture, this is the very common. This is the very common machine. This is very common machine. As you can see, the machine structure is wall panel. Here, the machine structure is wall panel. And as you can see, the most important part is at the punching and the cutting part, because it is different from the common IBR or corrugated sheet. It requires steps at a very fixed distance. So to make such steps, it requires extra punching section, like the section, like the section beside the cutting part, as in the video, as in the picture. The punching section is to make the steps one by one, and then the cutter will cut the length as you want. So now let's see a video to show you how to produce the glazed tile. Video. Okay, as you can see, this is a very common machine, a glazed tile machine. And now it's producing the glazed tile. As you can see, this is the exact sample from the machine shown in this video. It is very beautiful, and also the design is requested by our customer from Africa. Okay, as you can see, beside the punching part, beside the cutting part, there is another punching part. The punching part is making the steps. And after punching the steps, the cutting part will cut the length. And as you can see in this machine, the machine structure is wall panel, and the driven way is also chain driven. It's also chain driven. It is very regular and common driven way, and also a very common machine structure. And you can see the hydraulic station is on the top. Hydraulic station is on the top. One hydraulic station supply hydraulic power to punch and cut, So this is a very common design. Okay. Okay, now you can see there are two sections. The left section is for punching steps, for punching these steps, and the right section is for cutting. Okay, as you can see, now the material is inside of the machine, and the forming rollers is do the forming job to the raw material. As you can see, it's also same as the common IBR or corrugated machine. They are also have a shaft, and the rollers is installed on the shafts. And as you can see, also the rollers is very, is big and beautiful to make a beautiful glazed like this. Okay, from this side you can see more clearly, and the machine structure is wall panel, and the wall panel thickness is very big. Is bigger than the other suppliers, and also we use double chain driven to drive the machine. And where is the main motor? We actually designed the main motor inside of the machine to save more space for your factory. So you cannot see the main motor from this picture, but the main motor is inside of this machine. Of this machine. Okay, you can see the left part. There are a very small red roller. This is a feeding roller. To control your raw material go inside the forming machine without any, without any go, not straight. So this is the feeding part. Okay, this is the common machine, and the rolling stations is about 12 to 14 roller stations. 12 to 14 roller stations. It's just a range because different designs request different different rolling stations, more or less. If the design is more complicated, then it requires more rollers, like 14 to 15. And if the design is simple, so the forming stations will be less, like 12 or 13. So it is depend on your glazed time designs. Okay, this is the common glazed time machine. And also how to hold a coin, how to hold your raw materials. We need a decoller. And firstly, I will show you a picture of the regular and common decoller. It is the 5-tone manual decoller. Okay, this is the 5-tones manual decoller. And this is also a standard decoller to all the roofing sheet machines. Usually, one PPJI or JI coil's weight is about 3 tons to 4 tons. so it can totally hold your raw material coins onto it. Then you pull the raw material and feed into the roll forming machine. Then the roll forming machine will pull the raw materials inside the forming machine. So it cannot supply any power to feed in the material. It cannot supply any power to feed in material. So it will affect, it will make some not very good effect to the roll forming machine. So some customer will choose another type decoller. This is the 5 tones hydraulic decoller. 5 tones hydraulic decoller. You can see this decoller is more complicated and more bigger than the first one. It is also a 5 tones. It can also hold 5 tones decoller, but it can supply power to the roll forming machine. It can supply power to the roll forming machine. Like it is also with a loading car. This yellow part is called the loading car, and you can put your PPGI coins onto the loading car, and the car will go inside to load the coins on the holding arms. Then you press the button to start the decoller to start supply power to roll the coins and feed the coins into the forming machine. So it can supply feeding power positively. It can supply feeding power positively. So it can, it can save much power or save much strength for the forming machine. It will make the forming machine be much longer working life. And it is also very convenient to use, and it can also save labors. So this is a better solution of the decoller. It is a better solution for the decoller. Okay, I just explained and introduced you a very common glazed tie roll forming machine. Okay, next I will introduce you a special design of a glazed tie. 先打开一下这个偏薄的成品图，有没有偏薄成品图？有吗？ Okay, as you can see from the left part, the blue sample. The blue sample is is a special design. It is also very widely used in many countries like South Africa, like South America, and so on, and also the Middle East countries. This design is especially for our customer, and the machine is also designed based on his requirements. Okay, let's see what kind of a machine to produce such different design. 看一下，先看一下头吧。
头，这是头，
这是
feeding part。
feeding part， 或者短视频都可以。Okay, this machine is to make the blue sample I just showed you. This machine is another level, more higher level than the first machine I introduced. As you can see, the working process is same and similar, but the machine parameters and the technology is a little different. This machine is with more higher parameters. Okay, as you can see in this machine, the the carting part is is also same as the first one, and on the right side, the white box is called controlling box. There are many buttons, press buttons, and a touching screen on it. This is the brain of the machine. You can set many numbers or values on it. For example, you want to make a glazed tile as 3 meters. Then you can input 3000 millimeters into the touching screen and press start. Then the machine will automatically to start produce the glazed tile. And when the raw material goes 2999 millimeters, then the cutter will automatically from top goes to the bottom to cut the glazed tile as 3000 millimeters. And also the controlling box has many other functions, like it can control the speed, it can pause, and also it can make an emergency stop, and so on. So this is the brain of the whole machine. This is the brain of the whole machine. And the forming speed of this machine and the first machine, the forming speed is about 3 meters per minute. 3 meters per minute. Why it is very slow? Because this glazed tile is with many steps on one piece. So when the raw material after forming and they will go to the end of the carting part, it must be punched for the steps, and it must be fed a little. For example, the distance of these 2 steps is about 20 centimeters, 200 millimeters. Then the machine will feed 200 millimeters and make first step, and the raw material continue to go and goes to another 200 millimeters. Then it will stop, and the punching will do the second step, and it continue to go another 200 millimeters, and the punching part will do the third step, and then cutting to the length. So the machine stop cannot be very fast. This machine and the first machine speed is about 3 meters per minute. It is also limited by the technology. Not only our machine cannot do a faster machine, because of all the supplier do the common glazed tile machines. Their speed are also 3 meters per minute. But some other customer will request a more higher speed. What kind of a machine is this? Let's see a video. Let's see this video. Okay. Okay, as you can see, this machine is more bigger and more longer than the other 2 machines. And as you can see, the wall panel is more thicker. The most different part you can see from the left part is the machine structure is tourist stand. Why we design this machine with a tourist stand? Because the driven way is absolutely different from the other 2 types. Because this machine's driven way is with gearbox It's with gearbox. Okay, let's see a detail of the gearbox of this machine. 指向图片读看一下。Okay, you can see this is the driven weight of this machine. It's not driven by chance. It's not driven by chance. It's driven by gearbox. Gearbox can supply much bigger power to drive the machine and to do the forming and also it can it requires the machine structure is turret stand. So the machine is more stronger and more bigger, and the machine speed is more faster. What's the speed of this machine? This machine can achieve a speed about 7 meters per minute. It's about 7 meters per minute. Actually, 7 meters per minute machine for making glazed tie is already a top speed. It's limited also by the steps on your design. So this is the fastest glazed tie roll forming machine. Its machine structure is turret stand and it's driven by gearbox. Okay, to work with such kind of high speed machine and high level machine, then you must choose a hydraulic decoder. Okay, so this is the fastest and the best machine to make the glazed tie. Okay, let's see some details of this type of machine. 随便拿来就行。Okay, as you can see this picture is a side view of this machine. You can see more clearly from this view. You can see the turret stand. How to? It's not wall panels. And also you can see there are 3 rails. First, second, and third. The second and the third rails is to make the punching steps. And the first rail is the cutting part. And this design is also different from the other two machines, because as you can see, they are making together on the same steel panel, on the same steel plate. It is already reduced the distance between the punching and cutting. And as this design, it can also make the speed more faster a little bit. Make the machine faster a little bit. So this is a special punching and cutting part. And also you can see the turret stand structure. Okay, as you can see, this is the controlling box. Okay, you can see this is the controlling system. It is called the PLC control system. You can see many functions on it. For example, manual cutting, or main force power, or pulse, or manual or automatic, and the emergency stop, and many other functions. This is, as I said, this is the controlling center of the whole machine. And you just need to stand in front of this controlling box. Then you can control the whole machine, like to run the machine, to stop the machine, to make exact length of the final products, and so on. So this is the controlling center. It is a PLC control system. This is PLC control system. Okay, as you can see here, it's in Chinese, but we can make the system also in English or many other languages. You can totally understand what you need to input the values or the input the values or the numbers onto this part. Okay, now the machine is working. Okay, as you can see, now the machine is working. You can see it will not cut directly because the machine needs to make some steps. First, the second, the third step, and so on. You can also set how many steps you need on one piece. For example, the final tie length will be like 6 meters. 6 meters, and you want to make like 5 or 6 steps. Then you can also set the steps numbers onto it. Okay, now it's making the punching, so it will not cut the length. Okay, now the cutting part is working to cut the length you want. As you can see, the final tie in the video, it makes several steps on one piece and then cutting. So this is it will limit the machine speed. As you can see, now the cutting part is not working, only the punching part is working. And now the cutting part is working to cut the length. Okay, so as you can see in this video, the whole speed is quite faster than the other two machines. So this machine is with gearbox driven. And also the machine structure is tourist stand, so the machine is is a best machine quality machine in the whole market. Okay, actually, today I introduced you 2 different types glazed tie roll forming machine. The first one is the common regular machine, and the second one is the fast glazed tie roll forming machine. The biggest difference between these two machines is the speed. The first one is 3 meters per minute, and the second one is about 7 meters per minute. And the other difference between these two machines is machine structures. One is wall panels, the other one is a tourist stand. And the driven way is also different. The slower one is with chain driven, and the faster one is with gearbox driven. And so they are the main reasons to decide the machine speed is are different. So this is the glazed tire roll forming machine, and here are samples in my hand. And also we can not only make these two designs. We can make many different designs as you wish. So if you are interested in this glazed tire and you are interested in such kind of machine, you can send us your designs. And also you can tell what kind of which market you want to use such glazed tire. You can also tell us. Then we will suggest you the local designs, because we have made many sets such glazed tire roll forming machines to many different countries. So we know very well what kind of country to use what kind of glazed tire. So if you're interested in this glazed tire roll forming machine, please connect with us. Thanks.
Hello everyone, I'm Dania from Yingyee Machinery. Today, let me introduce you.
真的，你们讲的越来越快，都稍微慢点，因为是难讲的不要。
Today, I will introduce you our glazed roll forming machine. About the machine, we have two types of the speed. 我没有地儿，就放这儿吧。
放哪去？
We have two types of the speed. First is 3 meters per minute, and the second is 7 meters per minute. Okay, let us see our sample. Here is our sample of the glazed sheet. And here is another type, another design, because different countries need different design. So we can design our machine's rollers depend on the customer's inquiry. So you don't worry. We have good experience for the design for the machine, and we can provide many drawings of the glazed. So first let us check our machine's videos and pictures. About the machine, first need use decollier. You can see the picture. This decollier is the 5 tons manual decollier. You can load the material coils on the decollier. On the decollier, and some customers like the hydraulic decollier. So let us see the decollier, hydraulic decollier. This is Felton's hydraulic decollier with the collier car. The collier car, the function of the collier car is load the collier to the decollier. So it's more easy operate. Okay, let us check the machine. You can see this machine. This machine's speed is about 3 meters per minute, and this machine is small one. The advantage of this type machine is machine can load in a 20 GP container. It means will save more freight and save your cost. Okay, the machine's structure. The machine structure is wall panel, and you can see the machine drive by the chains. On the side of the machine is the chain. The chain gives the power to the machine and the machine working. Okay, the machine's next part is the rollers. About the rollers, let us see the picture detailed. The rollers is a big rollers, because the sheet design so need the rollers is full. The rollers is the food with the shaft. So you can see the picture. About the machines, how about 14 roller stations, and will have a good effective for the finished product. Okay, the next part is the important part for the machine is punching device and the cutting device. You can see this is the cutting part. This is the cutting part. This is the cutting part. This part is cutting part, and before this part is the punching part. Because the machine, because the design has the step. Here is the step. You can see the details. Here is the step. So on the machine need one device for the step. Is the punching part. After punching, we need to cut the sheet. So the punching part and the cut part affect the whole machine's speed. So the machine's speed is slower than the corrugated roof roof machine and the IBR roof machine. So let us check the video of the punching and the cutting. You can see the video. When the material through in the machine. First is punching the step, and after is cutting the sheet. About the cutting part, the cutting is hydraulic cutter. Hydraulic station is filled the hydraulic oil, and the hydraulic oil will give the cutter power. You can see the roller stations. Because this machine size is small, and the machine's weight is not very heavy. So this machine we can load in a small container. This is our regular type for the glazed machine. Okay, let us check another machine of the 3 meters per minute the speed. This machine, you can see, is bigger than last one, and his speed is also 3 meters per minute. The difference part is the machine's weight and the size of the machine. The rollers is bigger. The rollers is bigger, and the roller station is more than last one. The machine's structure is same than the last one. Because this machine is longer, so on the machine have enough space to install the other device. You can see this picture. Here is the hydraulic pre-cut. And here is the feeding part. The feeding part is the material is thrown in the machine, and then is the hydraulic pre-cut. This function of the hydraulic pre-cut can, when the material through, and the pre-cut cut the material first, and then forming, and then after forming is the finished product. So the function of the hydraulic pre-cut can save the material. But last one machine, because the machine is small, so have not space for this part for the hydraulic pre-cut. And this machine's structure is wall panel, and the rollers about 16 roller stations. The cutting and the punching part and the cutting part also the hydraulic. So this machine will have a good forming effect, and the machine's service life is longer. You can see in this machine the design is different than the last one. We can design the machine depend on the customer's inquiries. So this is the finished product. You can see it's a beautiful sheet. Okay. Okay. PLC 刚那个照片我讲一下 PLC。Our machine is automatic. Is more automatic. Control the machine by the PLC system. This is the PLC. This is the PLC system. On the PLC, you can see some buttons. You can control it by these buttons. We'll have the start, the stop, and the hydraulic step to control the hydraulic station. And on the machines and on the PLC screen, we'll have some information for the machine's prepares. We'll have some information for the machines. If you can control it. It is more easy. About the length of one piece the sheet. The machine have an encoder. The encoder can calculate the length of one piece. So you don't worry our machine's precision. The encoder will calculate the length of one piece that you want. The machine will have a good effective and have a high precision. Okay, this is ours. The regular type of the machine. The speed is 3 meters per minute. Then let us see the another type of the machine. This type machine, the speed is faster than the regular one. The speed is about 7 meters per minute, and the bigger difference of the last one machine is the driving. This machine driving by gearbox. 从开始吧。This machine driving by gearbox. later we will see the details of the gearbox. Okay, first let us explain the every part for the machine. You can see here is the feeding part. This is the feeding part, and this tab. And this tab you can adjust the feeding part, adjust the feeding part by menu, and can control the material straightness. Okay, next part is the roller stations. The machine is longer and the machine is heavy. The driving is gearbox. So these machines roller stations have about 20 roller stations. 20 roller stations. The machine's effective is better. The big difference of the machines than the last one is the driven and the machine structure. You can see this is the gearbox, and this is the machine structure. It's tourist machine structure. That means the machine needs big power. About 7.5 kilowatt is the machine's main power, and the machine speed is faster. It's 7 meters per minute, driven by the gearbox. About our gearbox, the advantage is the gearbox have a good processing technology, so the machine's precision is high. This is the hydraulic station. In the hydraulic station, is filled the hydraulic oil, and the hydraulic oil provide the punching part and the cutting part, the power. This is the PLC system. The PLC system are same, but these machines electric is the famous brand. So the machine's service life is longer and have a good effective. Okay, you can see the PLC. This is the PLC screen. The PLC screen 看不清那个键是什么。The machine is very easy to operate. You can see the buttons. You can see the buttons. How the start and the stop button, and the hydraulic can control it. You can control it by menu. And the PLC screen, you can see some information. The width of the sheet, the length of the sheet, and some more information. You can attach the screen to set the size that you want to produce. Please see the cutter part. You can see it's a good effective of the finished sheet. About our finished the sheet, one piece. If you want 3 meters, the effective will vary straightness. It is a good effective. Okay, let us see the details of the gearbox. The gearbox will have a big power for the machine. The machine's main power about 7.5 kilowatt. So the gearbox give the machine a big power. The hydraulic station, the punching and cut part, the feeding part. The feeding part can adjust by menu. On this machine, if you want the hydraulic on this machine, if you also want the hydraulic pre-cut, we also can design. Okay, these are the machines information of our glazed machine. We have two tab of the speed. One is the regular one. It's 3 meters per minute, and the first one is 7 meters per minute. We can provide different machine to different the country, so we can design different. We have different design for the different customers, and if you start to the project and you have not more information of the machines, we can provide more information of the machine and of the material. The material is PPGI coils, and we also can provide the materials, and we have good experience for the material and the machine. We can give you many ideas of the project. So if you want to do the roof sheet machine, we can contact by the email or by the WhatsApp. Okay. Okay, that's all. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for watching.
我按你那个顺序说。行。我是重来。
先放那个视频。
先打开就行。Hello everyone, I'm Lucas from Yingyee Machinery. Today I will introduce a new type of roof sheet machine. It's different than the roof sheet machine of yesterday I introduced for you. Yesterday is trapezoid, corrugated roof forming machine. Today is glazed roof tile roof forming machine. This is the finished product. You can see it's more beautiful and good shape, good effective and information and effective, precision, beautiful, and the color is very good. Okay, this is one type glazed roof tile, and there is also another variety types. And this tab is very big. It's very big, this tab. And if you want to make this, no problem. We also can make the molds and rulers for making this tab. And there are also another types. We can show you in the video and pictures. There isn't enough space for putting such more samples for you. So let's see the video first. Okay, this machine is our regular type machine. This screen stopped is in the cutting type. The cutting part is formed by the hydraulic cutting part and another hydraulic punching part. The punching part function is to make the step. You can. This is big. I will change another small one. You can see clear the step and the step. There is a cutting type, and in the behind, the cutting part is the punching part. The punching part is to make the steps. Yes, this part is the hydraulic punching part to make these steps. These steps will make the roof sheet more beautiful. Let's see the structure. You can see the structure. It's wall panel structure, and it's driven by the chain. Let's see the rulers. The rulers, you can stop here. And the rulers, you can see is very bright. So you know the rulers is with precision working. And the precision is very good, and our shaft is sewed shaft. Yes, this is a picture. Our shaft is sewed shaft. Its life is longer, and it's long life, and there is some machine with cheaper price. They maybe use not the sewed shaft. So don't just consider the price. You need to consider the structure, the life of the machine. So this is our rulers and shaft. Next, and the more important part is decoder. As there isn't in the video, I will show you in the picture. The decoder, our regular standard decoder is 5-ton manual decoder. It isn't power, and you need to put it with a cranny to load the coils to the decoder, and the power is offered by the machine. The machine pull the materials, and the coils will open through this decoder. Okay, this is another type. Another type of decoder is hydraulic decoder. This picture shows Felton hydraulic decoder with a small trolley. The trolley is used to load the coils. You just put the coils and control the trolley to load the coils into the decoder. So it will very easy to and help you. You don't need use cranny all the time. You just need to put the coils in the trolley. They will help you to load the coils. It will save a lot of time. Okay, this is our regular standard glazed roof forming machine, and you can see how to punch and cutting in this video. Is controlled. The cutting and the punching is controlled by the PLC system in the side. This part. And I will show you more details through other videos. Let's see later, and I will introduce later. Okay, this is our regular type standard glazed roof tile roof forming machine. Yes, its name is very long. And next, I will introduce our advanced machine for you. Okay, let's see another type. Okay, this is our advanced machine for the glazed sheet, and this machine is making the different shapes. You can see is different with this. Let's see the sample. Okay, this is different. This is straight. The wave is straight, and this picture shows the wave not straight is more beautiful than the regular standard. And but it will need more river stations and a special design for the karting part and the punching part. So this is our advanced machine. The roller stations with more roller stations, and the structure, the panel is thicker because they will make the special mold. The structures will more stronger. The rulers will need more rulers, and you can see it's longer than the regular standards I introduced. Okay, this part is another special design for the advanced type. We put a pre-cutter in the begin of the machine. This part we have introduced a lot of times in before live show. This part can save the materials. Why? Because you need to put the materials in the machine, and the machine is very long. But if the machine without the pre-cutter, when you finish the production, the materials will stop in the machine body. So this is a waste. If you cut the materials before finish the production, the materials will not live in the machine. So this special design will save you a lot of materials. I think you will understand how it's special, how can save your materials. This special design can put in a lot of our roll forming machines. If you want, we can design for you this. If your production is bigger, this design will really save a lot of your materials. Okay. This is our advanced type machine. 有别的图片吗？切到 yes. This is the karting part and the PLC control box. And like I said before, the PLC control box, is controls the length of the finished product, and can stop and start by yourself. And there is a button, is an emergency stop when there is some emergency situation. You can just use the emergency stop button to stop the machine. And also the screen, touch screen. Yes, the touch screen. This is the operation panel. The touch screen, you can size the set the lines, and these buttons you can control anywhere. Each part of the machine, such as cart, start the machines, punching, stop, and this button can change manual to automatic, and can change automatic to manual operation. So, like I said, you know, the carting part is special design. It's not straight wave. It's not a straight wave model. Okay, this is all I want to introduce the advanced type machine. And the next, we will introduce our highest speed and the highest speed machine. This is very different with of another two types, regular, standard, and advanced type machines. This machine, is used. Stop here. This is the feeding part. You can see the small ruler. There is a black rulers, black small ruler, and with orange clock. The clock, you can see number. This is number shows the length. This also shows the vase of the feeding part. You can rotate the black ruler to adjust the width of the feeding part. So you can put different wise materials in this machine. Okay, this is one special of the highest speed, and another, you can see the structures. Is not wall panel structure. We use the tourist structure, and with the gearbox. When use the gearbox, you know, this is a high speed reforming machine. This speed can make 7 meters per minute, and the regular standard we introduced is 3 meters per minute. Why they are so different? Because we use the gearbox. The gearbox offered big power and more precision than the chain driven. Because you know the punching and the cart need the machine to stop to make. This machine need make more times punched. There is a lot of steps in one piece of finished product. So the punching will often work, and the gearbox can offer the big power, can start the machine quickly and stop the machine quickly, and the precision is very high. So they can provide the highest speed, 7 meters per minute. Okay, this is why we use the gearbox in this highest speed reforming machine. So if you want produce the glass sheet with high speed, you can choose this type. Okay. This gearbox high speed machine, and not just the gearbox and the power. The power is also bigger than the regular standard. We use 7.5 kilowatt to provide more power to the machine to start and stop. And the precision is determined by the gearbox. So this is a highest speed machine I want to introduce for you. Yes. And this type of machine, the rulers ruler stations is also more than the regular standard. We use about 20 ruler stations in this design. And let's start the video. This is a hydraulic station. They offer the hydraulic power to the punching part and the cutting part. And you can see a fan, yellow fan. They can cooling the hydraulic oil. If your area is hot, you can choose this fan to cooling your hydraulic oil. Okay, let's see another video for the PLC. Okay, you can see how to control the PLC system. You can use yes, they change the PLC to automatic operation, and just put the button to start. The machine will automatically production. You have size the length of each piece. They will automatic cut in the length is achieved your size. Okay, this is one piece, and each piece will be with the same lines. Will be the same lines. Don't have any more difference. Each sheet is same. So this is our highest speed type reformer machine for the glazed tail. And I have introduced three types in total today about our glazed tail reformer machine. Other types for you can choose by your budget. Their price is different, and their speed and their design all is different. You can choose by your budget or by your drawing, You can provide your drawings you want to make, and we will design the machine according to your request, according to your drawing. Okay, you can see we also made a lot of the different shapes, different drawings of the glass detail in our documents. Okay, this all I want to introduce today about the glass detail of the machine. If you are interested in this machine, please contact me, contact us. Or if you have another need about the machine, you can enter our website 3W www.yingyee.cn. You can enter our site to search our machines if you want. Okay, this is all I want to introduce for you. Please contact me. I will give you the best offer, the best price, and the best design for the machine. See you next live show. Thank you very much. Go ahead.